have the great pleasure to be playing on 4 unique instruments made by Antonio Stradivari. These are 4 instruments that were once purchased by the great violinist Niccolo Paganini, that then himself he played it with his string quartet, and then after his death the instruments were separated, so that then only early in the 20th century a wealthy lady from the United States made the choice to find these instruments and buy them together.
So this Stradivari is from 1727. It's a little after the golden period, but I have to say this is an extremely powerful partner. And I enjoy so much, if I take this out of the case in the morning, that I have a strong partner who is not doing what I want, but who has his own strong character. Paganini said about this violin that he will never sell it in his lifetime, because the sound of it is as large as a double bass is.
Since 1994, the Nippon Music Foundation in Tokyo is the owner of the Paganini Quartet of Stradivari. And since then, they gave it out to very famous quartets like the Tokyo String Quartet or the Hagen String Quartet. And in 2019, they announced the chance to apply for the instruments, and we did it. And now we have the great honor to play on this instrument, and yeah, we were very, very happy.
For me personally, it is an exceptional honor to be able to play on a viola made by Antonio Stradivari. I think there were only made 12 violas in total by him and only 10 remaining. This one in particular is very special because Niccolo Paganini purchased it, and he was so inspired by the warm sound of the instrument that then afterwards he contacted Hector Berlioz and asked him to write a concerto for viola, which then ended up being the famous viola concerto Harold in Italy.
So the special thing about the Paganini quartet is that the instruments themselves are actually from very different periods. So the second violin is from 1680, whereas this cello, for example, is from 1736, so 56 years lying in between. And he was actually 92 years old when he built this instrument. You can tell that there was a real master behind putting these instruments together, which in this case, of course, is Niccolo Paganini. Each instrument really blend in together perfectly, and at the same time, they're all very strong and powerful. So these instruments actually really give us all the possibilities, the different colors that we want for expressing ourselves. You can play as soft as you want, but also as loud and large as you want. You feel the spirit of Antonio Stradivari in these instruments, and that's what makes it so wonderful to play on them.
My instrument is the Desde Paganini Stradivari. It's the grandmother of the Paganini Quartet. It's the oldest instrument. It's from 1680. It's a little bit like in the style of Amati, which was a teacher of Stradivari. It has a very, very clear sound and very strong.
As the Paganini Quartet is not only a set of 4 fantastic instruments, but also part of cultural heritage, we try to keep the fantastic condition in which the 4 instruments are now. For example, after concerts, before we meet our friends and the audience, we go into our dressing rooms to clean up the varnish and to be sure that they are safe in their cases. And also every 3 months we go to a special luthier to have a small checkup to clean the varnish and also to make small adjustments if it's needed.
So this cello is called Ladenburg. And what I especially love about this cello is the incredible volume and power it has. The bass in particular is very precise, very crunchy. And that's something I really like for string quartet playing because it gives the whole ensemble a very clear and solid foundation.
For us then it is a great honor that today we are the only string quartet that can play actually on 4 Stradivari instruments.